If you are on this chronic illness recovery journey and you're recovering via mind-body approach, via TMS, via DNRS, all the brain retraining stuff, you need to know this. What will help you start to really move the needle and feel better is you need to kind of become angry. You need to become an a-hole. You need to start being brutally honest with yourself, with your relationships, with your friends, with your environments, with your boss, with your job. Like, you just need to start being and embodying your authentic self, because the truth is, honey, you are probably in this situation. You're probably finding yourself doing chronic illness and you went to the doctors and they can't really find anything wrong with you, right? And they're just kind of throwing labels at you, kind of doing their best, right? And you've got extensively tested and they still can't find anything, really anything tangible, anything structural. Like, they can't really find anything. But your symptoms are so severe and there's so many of them, they're neurological. And so if that's the case for you, then this is 100% a mind-body issue. This is 100% your body is screaming because you are not living authentically. You have been way too nice, girl. Listen to me. You have been too nice your entire life. You have been way over giving, way over extending, way over caring, and having it not really fully being reciprocated. But you thought this was normal. You thought that, that the little breadcrumbs that people would give you, like, especially in your important relationships, like the little breadcrumbs, like, it just like filled your heart so much, right? Like, if but what I'm learning on this journey is that, girl, your body's screaming because it's like, no, you deserve way more. And it is actually appropriate to be angry about it and to grieve about it, because you just happen to be the sensitive person, whether you accept that or not. You were born super sensitive, which is a superpower, because sensitive people, I believe, they have the natural bodily, physiologically, talent almost, or skill to emote and to feel things that majority of people are too afraid to feel and to express. But sensitive people, this is why this is a superpower, because we just naturally do it. And we just emote. We're sad, we're angry, we're happy, and we emote these emotions that everybody else is masking, to be honest, or they're severely minimizing because they're trying to stay within the matrix, because they're trying to look normal, because they're trying to stay within this weird collective tribe that we happen to be on, even though all of that is starting to come apart. I think that's why so many people are having meltdowns and issues and stuff like that. I don't know. I think God's doing it. Oh my God. And even that, this is particularly if you have been in the Christian circle, and I'm not talking bad about it, but it's so easy to not be your authentic self within your Christian circles, within the church. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to look like a good Christian, even though we have emotions and we go through hard things and we have conflict and we disagree. And, these are opportunities to grow, all this stuff, like the human dynamics of it. I feel like it's removed in certain Christian circles, because everyone's just trying to be a good little Christian. But what is lacking, with this masking of that and the inauthenticity of that, we're masking conflict resolution. We're masking emotional regulation. So many people can't even get there because they're taught or conditioned, not just in Christian circles, but in your family or in your culture, whatever, they're taught that anger is bad. Don't have anger, suppress, repress, shun it. But in actuality, anger is so healthy because it is revealing your body, your emotions are revealing to you where your boundaries are crossed and where you need to make changes and where you need to have hard conversations and where you have to confront people, because your feelings, your emotions, your needs, they all matter. So when a boundary is crossed, or if it's not being reciprocated fairly, or if you're overextending, like, and then you get angry about it, and then we're conditioned to feel guilty because it's like, oh, I need to, like, I have this problem, I'm angry, and it's bad. It's like, no, your anger is protecting you. It's trying to let you know that something's off and you need to make changes. So, all you chronic illness people, my fellow chronic illness people, you have to live your authentic life. If you are angry, be angry and ask it, what are you trying to tell me, anger? What do you need? Symptoms. What are you trying to tell me? And like 99% of the time, it's your needs are not being met either by you or by your significant relationships, or you're way overextending and you're just like, your body is trying to let you know you've reached a limit emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever. But like, there's no one, like, your mind is having the hardest time recognizing that you have to, I don't know, rest or leave a relationship or leave an environment that is taxing or that is sucking your soul or just doesn't feel authentic. And there's just like no intimacy in your relationships. Like, it's just your body is trying to tell you to get real and to take care of yourself and to assess your life and your relationships and your friendships and your job. Like, is this authentic to me? That's been like the resounding message. Like, do I even like this? Like, body, you're screaming, okay, is this environment, like, are we just kind of over this environment? Are we just kind of over this relationship? And then from there, you can decide, and it takes a lot of courage, because a lot of the times, if you're doing chronic illness, your body is like, you need to make changes. You need to, see, it's sing-songing. You need to speak up in your relationships because you are not being reciprocated, and you're gonna ruffle feathers. But that's the point. And it doesn't matter. You might as well just ruffle feathers because your body's already kind of ruffling it for you. You know what I mean? So you might as well just ruffle up the whole thing and just like be courageous to kind of uproot and ruffle your life even more. Because what needs to happen is your body, with its divine intelligence, which I believe, it knows the truth. Like, if you saw my other video, it never lies. It cannot lie. So it's going to ruffle things up because it's trying to get you to move. It's trying to get you to, honestly, to step into your highest self, to grow, to leave things that don't serve you anymore, to rectify things that don't serve you anymore. Anything that's, I keep saying it over and over, anything that's draining, or it's like a hell no. That's what it's trying to say to you. It's like, it's basically saying like, we don't like this life. There's elements in here that we don't like. Like, you are probably, you're probably in relationships or friendships where your amygdala is like, threat to these people. No offense to them, but it's just like, people have coping mechanisms. There's toxic mannerisms that people carry around with them. And unless you're doing this deep healing journey, you're really not gonna, all that stuff's not gonna be revealed. You have to go through like really hard stuff like this for this stuff to start to unearth. Your amygdala is trying to say, threat. This person doesn't have emotional intimacy with you, and they're always taking, and they're very draining, and they're not giving, and you give so much. Threat. Your amygdala is doing you a favor. So yeah, I just felt really passionate for this message to come through today. Like, you guys, get angry. Like, but you know, you don't have to do violent things or what, you don't have to stomp around, but like, you have to confront these things. It is time. There's a lot of cleanup to do because it's like you're in the jungle and there's like a lot of brush you gotta clean up, right? Because a wildfire, you know, potential for wildfire, whatever. That is what this is, this journey. You are clearing the brush. You're clearing it so that you can start clean slate, start fresh. You make a clearing, like a field, so that you can build your dream house. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So a lot of this is freaking clean up. Getting super honest with yourself. What do you want? Like, that's why in my other videos, I always say that, like, the question you have to keep asking yourself is, what do you even want? Like, what would you like? What do you want? So your brain can go, bam, okay, that's our goal. We're going to start working towards that. And then everything else will start to fall away. But, you know, there's everything that doesn't align with that starts to fall away. But there is much resistance because your brain is like, oh my God, we've never done this before. We're chronic people pleasers. We just want to keep the peace. Like, no. It's time to unearth. And I don't know about you guys, but when I share my brutal, honest truth with people, I feel better, like physically. And I know it's not coming, well, I am aware, like, it's not coming from a place of malice, but it's coming from a place of, like, I just need to speak my truth and I need to express because I've suppressed for so long. I feel so much better in my body. Like, honestly, like, so much energy comes through. I'm like always kind of shocked when that happens. So take this video as my permission for you to go do the same. You have to start ruffling some feathers a little bit because your body's like, we need to put ourselves first for once in our lives, you know? And you got to trust the process, and you have to be gentle with yourself, with everyone else too, obviously, but you know, be gentle with yourself because it's a big change and your amygdala is terrified. It's terrified, but this is the way forward. You have to make changes. So that's all. Another unhinged message for you guys. Hopefully you took something away from it. And Mando is here again. I've been watching him because my sister is in Canada hunting down the Aurora Borealis. So he's sad, but it's okay. I think they're coming back tonight. So, okay. All right. So from Mando, he says bye. I say bye. You guys, now is the time. Start speaking up. It's okay that you're angry. Your job now is to figure out, why are you angry? Why is your body freaking out? And go from there. Okay, bye.